Ahoy there, pirates! Amir, or One Falcon, here from Rare Thief. Obtaining any powerful artifact in the Sea of Thieves is a challenging task. The Orb of Secrets is no different. You'll need to defeat waves of Obsidian Skeletons and, more importantly, solve an ancient puzzle to acquire one. These ancient puzzles, Constellation Puzzles, will test your mastery of the constellations that make up the starry sky above the Sea of Thieves. So, what is a Constellation Puzzle? The Constellation Puzzle is a matching puzzle that requires you to align several constellations on a star chart using a stargazer and wheel. To align the constellations, you must first find them and then draw them with the stargazer. The Constellation Puzzle has no time limits, and you can try it as many times as you need. Completing the puzzle will open the temple crypt, which holds the Orb of Secrets. So, now that we know what the puzzle is, how do you solve it? To solve the Constellation Puzzle, you must first activate the puzzle by lighting the stargazer in the middle of the ancient temple with your lantern. Once you light the stargazer, the constellations you need to align will reveal themselves on the row of 3 spinning stones above the temple crypt door. These are the only constellations you need to solve the puzzle. There are other constellations on more spinning stones around the temple. Aligning these constellations will open ancient stone coffers filled with gold piles. However, these are optional and not required for the puzzle. The combination of constellations in the puzzle are random and different each time, so you'll only know which ones you need to discover once you activate the puzzle. There are also constellations on the star chart that won't have a corresponding spinning stone. You don't want to spend time drawing those, as you can't solve them. Now that the puzzle is activated, it's time to use the stargazer to match the 3 constellations in the star chart. By default, the stargazer is in search mode. When searching, shining the stargazer over a group of stars will reveal a pattern that forms a constellation. After you reveal the pattern of stars that form a constellation, you can switch to focus mode to draw the pattern by holding down the right trigger or left mouse button. Once in focus mode, only shine the stargazer on the stars that belong to the constellation's pattern. Shining a correct star will activate it and light it up. You'll also hear a cue telling you that you've shined the correct star. After you shine one star, stay in focus mode and continue to shine the rest of the stars in the pattern. Once you've completed a pattern, the corresponding constellation will glow on its spinning stone, marking it solved. So, if you need to find and draw the Fox constellation, you'll first use the stargazer search mode to find the group of stars that includes a fox. After you reveal the 7 stars that make up the pattern of the fox, you'll use the focus mode to shine the stargazer only on those stars. After you activate all 7 stars that make up the fox, you will solve the Fox constellation. You can activate the stars in focus mode in any order. However, you will cancel your current drawing of the pattern if you shine a star that is not part of the constellation and have to try again. If you need to remember which stars to shine for the constellation, don't worry. You can always switch back to search mode and reveal the stars for the constellation again. You can also refer to the constellation symbol on the spinning stones. Each symbol has bright dots representing the stars that make up the pattern. As you scan the star chart with a stargazer, looking for constellations, you might notice that pillars and rocks block some of the stars. These obstructions can prevent you from drawing the patterns. That's where the wheel comes in. You can use the wheel behind the stargazer to rotate the star chart around the room, moving hidden stars into clear view. While you initially might swivel the stargazer around the ancient temple looking for constellations, there is a much simpler way to find them. Point the stargazer above the temple crypt and vertically align the lens in the center of the star chart. Now, use the wheel to rotate the star chart around the room. As the chart rotates, the stargazer will automatically reveal constellations as the chart moves under its light. When you see a constellation in the chart that you're looking for, stop moving the wheel and return to the stargazer to use focus mode and solve the pattern. If you solve the constellation puzzle as the crew of the Burning Blade, the temple crypt will immediately open to reveal the Orb of Secrets. However, if you are not in the crew of the Burning Blade, you must defeat waves of Obsidian Skeletons before the temple crypt will open. After you defeated your foes, the crypt will open and you can pick up the Orb of Secrets. You'll need to carry it back to your ship to sell it to one of the trading companies to earn 20,000 gold. If you have any questions, comments, or interesting stories from your raids on skeleton camps, be sure to leave a comment below. See you on the sea, pirates!